Hold on, wait. Oh my God.
Hello, beautiful human. Welcome back to Bedtime Business, where we talk about business and entrepreneurial things. As I get ready to go to bed. So, I know. I've been away. I haven't even tried to come back. I kind of did. I've filmed this video like 3 or 4 times, to be very honest. But the video has gotten better every single time. Well, the video started as something else and then became something else, okay? So I have notes. I have my notes here. So I'm going to be looking down and to take off my makeup because I want to get you guys the right type of content, the right amount of content, okay? Because I actually I'm really excited about this video, okay? Really excited. There are actually many reasons I was away. So many reasons that if I was actually to make a video about it, maybe it would be interesting, but not so much. Because if you were my friend, if you know me, you probably already know what happened. But if you don't know me, even if you follow me on Instagram, you probably don't know what happened. If you want more detail, put it down below. Maybe I'll do a video about that. But right now, we are going to talk about the biggest reason why I did not come back for so long. Listen, there is so much freaking pressure to be freaking perfect.
I can't be all those things at once. I'm a human being.
That I was the whole time just like, I can't go back in now. I can't show myself in now. My life is not together. My face is not together. My body's not together. Nothing is together. My finances are not together. I don't want to come back. I don't want to do it. When I was growing up, dealing with social media was so much easier because if you think about it, if you go back to the times that we were using High Five, or Orkut, or we were using Facebook, even the early days on Facebook, it wasn't really about the quality. It was just about you sharing your thoughts, you sharing pictures of whatever you were going through, whatever. Like I used to have so many albums on Facebook, or even High Five and MySpace, where it was about events or like holidays or like sections of my life. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I wasn't editing the photos. I was editing the photos, yes, but it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna edit here and I'm gonna edit there. It was like, oh, I'm gonna put this filter, black and white, ooh, Speedio, whatever it was called. I don't remember editing the photos for it to look to perfection. I never really edited the photos to make sure that my skin looked all the same or my waist was a little bit smaller or anything like that. I edited the photos because I felt like, okay, maybe this is gonna look prettier. That's it. And I just put it up. I couldn't give 2 craps. I would just put it up. Sometimes I would write a caption, sometimes I wouldn't. And that's how it was. I forgot to start cleaning my face. I don't know if you guys remember this app that came around the same time as Instagram. No, a little bit. It was a little bit younger than Instagram. It was called Path. And basically on Path, you were supposed to post every single thing about your day-to-day life. So you would post when you woke up, you would post when you would eat, you would post like the photo of what you ate, you would post listening to music, you would post that you arrived at school, you would post that you were with your friends, you would post everything. It was kind of like a Twitter and an Instagram put together, but it was so nonchalant. People would just literally come in and then post whatever. It's just, I remember posting a photo of my friend sleeping during like our time at the library, stuff like that. That's how we would post, okay? That's how I thought social media was going to be. That's how I thought that social media was going to progress. But little did my 2012 self know that things were about to change. So in 2014, 2015, I was dating this guy. And yes, he was a narcissist. He was I do, ooh, a lot of things, a lot of things.
I was gonna say something else, but I'm gonna clamp my tongue. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
But one of the things that he told me around that time, this is how you know that this guy was abusive, okay? Emotionally abusive. At least to me, he was only emotionally abusive. He was like, I think you should delete your Facebook. And I was like, why? Well, your photos on Facebook are really embarrassing. I had like photos with my friends. I had like photos of just random stuff, like just random shit, literally. Like we were just like in class and take photos or pranks and stuff like that. So he was like, your Instagram is embarrassing. Your Facebook is embarrassing. You need to delete it and start all over again. Da-da-da. And my little insecure self were like, I'm gonna delete it. And I did that. And then he went on to Instagram and he said, you know, I think you should delete the photos that are embarrassing on Instagram as well. And I did that. And that for me was actually the turning point on my relationship with Instagram, Facebook, with social media in general. That's when I noticed that flex culture and Kim Kardashian and all the Kardashians were, you know, taking over Instagram, taking over social media. It stopped being about just posting moments with your friends, posting your vacations and stuff like that. It started being about flexing.
It's Lil Tay. Let me tell y'all something. This shit costs more to your rent. My toilet costs more to your rent. Everything in my bathroom costs more to your rent. And see, this is my closet. Everything here be designer. Gucci, Louis, Versace.
Did you have the Rolex? Does your waist look small enough? Is your butt big? Do you have a Birkin? Do you have a Chanel? What are you wearing? Where are you going? You know, are you wearing the Celine glasses? It was about all of that. It stopped being about sharing our moments. It stopped being about being ourselves on social media. And that for me was what really killed it. Since then, most of my posts have been extremely premeditated, edited, marinated, thought about like 5,000 times. I started feeling like I could never be myself when it came to social media. But just think about it. Like, imagine like if you had to sit in front of a camera and then you couldn't fucking be yourself. Like, that's exactly how I felt like this whole year. I just felt like I couldn't be myself. And I know that I'm not alone, because social media is literally the biggest catalyzer to mental health issues right now. People are depressed, people have body dysmorphia, people have eating disorders, people have anxiety. All of this because of how social media has shaped the way that we see each other. Social media has created a reality that we are not even able to attain. I feel like we're constantly trying to fit in and work towards social media or work at social media instead of making social media work for us. Because I don't think that a lot of these websites, a lot of these platforms were created to make us feel bad, to make us feel like we needed to be a different type of person. I think these were tools. They were created for us to share our experiences and share our ourselves and be ourselves to more people than we would have if we didn't have access to internet. I literally came to this conclusion that the only way that I can actually be here on YouTube, that I can actually be on Instagram, is if I am myself. Because if I'm not myself, I'll always see this as work. I will always see this as, oh, putting on a facade or acting, having to act instead of be myself. Right now, I'm completely being myself. I don't know maybe it's just the perception of it. But I feel like in my other videos, this wasn't the Jennifer that you saw. But now I feel like the only way that I can actually be here is if I am myself and I make this fun for me. And I promised myself from the beginning that I would only do YouTube as long as it was fun for me. And it stopped being fun for me, and that's why I wasn't there. Guys, I am weird. I am freaking weird as hell. I'm always making jokes. I'm like loud. I have a potty mouth sometimes. My parents will see this, but it's okay. They will know. That's a daughter they have. They're just gonna have to accept that. They have to accept it, and that's it, period. Okay? Most people that know me out of YouTube, out of all the social media, know how crazy I am, but they don't see me through the videos. And that's exactly why I had to take a step back, because I really needed to be in a space where I felt comfortable being who I am, and I was in a space where I was allowing myself to just do things instead of over analyzing every single thing in my life. The only way I can actually enjoy this is if I do it like this, when I'm not over analyzing, when I'm not thinking about what the next person is going to say, right? And it is what it is. People are always going to talk shit about you. They're always going to. So that shouldn't stop you from just doing your thing. Just do you, boo-boo. They're gonna criticize you regardless. So why would you choose the option that's going to make you feel worse? Life is not perfect. Life is literally the furthest thing from perfect. So stop, literally stop trying to pretend that your life is perfect. That is literally the reason you are anxious. There's literally the reason you are feeling down. That's the reason why your mental health is going like literally down the drain. Stop trying to pretend that you're perfect, because you're not. Nobody is. Everybody's going through shit, and that's it. Right now, I wish I was in a completely different place. I wish I was doing something completely different. I wish BKB was bigger. I wish that even if I had a day job, that my day job wasn't working at Starbucks or Safeway. I wish that I was in my own apartment. I wish that I had my own car. I wish all of these things, but just because I'm not there, I can't stop myself from living. I can't. For the longest time, I was even ashamed to even say, oh yeah, I'm working at Safeway. Safeway is a grocery store in the DC area, okay? And Starbucks is Starbucks, right? So I am a barista at Starbucks, and I also work inside the Safeway. The Starbucks is inside the Safeway, so yeah, whatever. But yeah, it is what it is. For the longest time, I was even ashamed to come here and tell you guys any of that. And now I'm just in the space where it's like, I'm just being damaging to myself if I don't let it be known what I've been going through. If I don't enjoy the process, it's just gonna be more miserable for me because I'm hiding myself. Remember that life is a freaking process. It is a process, okay? Whatever you are today is not where you're gonna be next year. You just have to trust it. Trust the process. Trust that you have the ability to grow and to flourish. And stop trying to be perfect. It's a process. Take yourself along for the ride and enjoy it. Imagine in like 5 years, even less than 5 years, when I'm in my TED Talks and I'm like, yeah, at some point I had to work for Safeway. I had to work at a supermarket, even though I had my my bachelor's and my master's and a whole lot of other qualifications, and I had my startup and all this stuff, I knew that I had to buckle up and I needed to go to work, and I worked at a supermarket. And that's it. This is literally the beginning of my hero story, not my villain story, okay?
Punto. As simple as that.
I would just like to say that it is time for us to bring humanity back into social media. And when I say that, I have like a list of things that I try to do myself every day, and I try to remind myself every day. Well, number one thing is remembering that social media is not real. That's just, everybody just puts a front over there, and everybody's just trying to be perfect because supposedly everybody is supposed to be perfect on social media. Number two is try to stop it from being addictive. So the same way that we shouldn't refrain ourselves from posting, from being ourselves on social media, we should also not become so dependent on it so that it's the only source of like, you know, socialization we have in a day. Number three is unfollowing celebrities. Like the one thing I would tell you, unfollow celebrities and influencers, like especially influencers that post unattainable realities. Like all of these influencers pretend to be better than us, but they're not. They're really not. They're really not. Mute people. Like, I swear, this update from Instagram was the best update in my opinion. The list of people that I have muted is endless, and I will never let those people know that I muted them, but I muted them as soon as the function came up, because I felt like a lot of people triggered me. A lot of people made me feel like I was supposed to be better, that I was supposed to be in a better place, I was supposed to be all these stuff, and so I muted them. These are people that I do not want to block because obviously I still like them, but it's just not helpful for my mental every day. So I muted them. Sorry. No, sorry, not sorry. At all. Following pages and people that make you feel better, that help you get to the places that you want to get to your goals and everything like that. And lastly, be your freaking self always. Be your freaking self. Don't think about it too much. Don't think about it too much at all. Don't think about it too much. Literally just be yourself. Like, it's take it or leave it. If you don't want me, if you don't like the person that I am, then why would you follow me? Then why would you talk to me? Just be yourself. Like, whoever's supposed to stay there is gonna stay. Your fan base can come through from you being yourself, because yeah, you're you. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will not promise that I'm gonna post every week. I will start posting more often because, well, also I have a lot of work. Like, it's crazy. I've been awake since 2 a.m. and I have not slept. It's what time right now? It's 8:10 p.m. So that you guys know how much I've been working. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, send it to your friends, send it to your family. Anyway, good night, guys. Enough. Bye. That's it. Bye.